Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today? It's day 10, chapter 10 of Live in Grace, Walk in Love by Bob Goff. Let's see here. Day 10 says, while you're figuring out what God's plan is for your life, just go love everybody. That's the plan. Colossians chapter 3 verse 12 says, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. You know what's delightful? Catching up with someone in their 50s or 60s and finding out they're making an enormous career change. It reminds me we can always change and grow. We tend to leave the risks and big life changes to college students or young professionals as if skinny jeans were the gatekeeper. The problem is this. Most of us spend our whole lives trying to figure out what we're supposed to do with them. At some point, we thought we had found our callings, so we ran toward them. Then we rethink whether we'd be better off using our gifts to serve in business instead of ministry, or as a social worker instead of a dentist, or as a Disney greeter instead of a banker. Because we're given so many options and opportunities, it's easy to spend so much time trying to find the ideal career that we miss our life. What comes from a good place doesn't always lead us to a good place. We all want to use our gifts. That's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with taking time to figure out the path that complements your ambitions and capabilities. We get into trouble when we become more concerned with all the potential paths we could take than we are about the right people in front of us. Don't get wrapped around the axle thinking about God's will for your life. God already showed us what that is. He wants us to love Him and love one another. It's that simple and that hard. He doesn't seem to have a strong opinion about the context in which we do it. He just wants us to give our love away freely. While you're trying to choose which road to take when you get to a fork, be sure to keep your focus on the things you can be certain of. God wants us to love others the way He loved us. That kind of love will free you up to choose any path with a confidence you may have been lacking. With a question that we asked for you to sit with for 3 minutes at the end of the chapter says, what do you need to do to refocus on the simple things today? That's your answer, not mine. I've got my own. Stay blessed.